This is a practical task that should be done in the lab, charging and discharging a capacitor to plot the curve of how the voltage across the capacitor is changing with time. We will do it in TinkerCad instead of doing it in the lab. Here is the circuit in TinkerCad. We have the capacitor. Make sure here you choose the proper value. 2 resistors. Also change the values of them. Multimeter and set it on voltage. Slide switch. Power supply, and the power supply you have to choose it as 12 volt to match this circuit. If any component is not easily found, make sure you choose here all components, and then in the search you can find it. Like for example, if you want slide switch, you just type and you find it. Now after setting up every single component, actually we need 2 timers. When we start the simulation, we will use the timer of the simulation for the charging phase. And then we don't want to stop our simulation and start discharging because our capacitor will be back to 0. Without stopping the simulation, you have to prepare another timer. Like you can take any other timer. You can use your iPad timer, for example, your iPhone, or any other timer you set. Let's now start the simulation, and then after charging the capacitor, we start the timer for discharging. What's required in the question? We have this table. They gave certain moments of time, 0 at the beginning, then 25 seconds, 50 seconds, 75, 100, 125, 150, up to 250 seconds. In every period of time of these given, we need here on the multimeter to read the voltage and record it. Let's see how we can do it. Start the simulation. Make sure your slide switch is on charging position. I clicked here, so now the capacitor is charging. It was around 0 or like 1 millivolt at the beginning. And here on the time, I will wait until it's 25 seconds, like here, to type the voltage here. We cannot pause the simulation. We need to be fast in taking the reading. It was 4.7. Here, the voltage was 4.7. Now, if you can't quickly catch it, it's okay to screen capture every moment, every required moment. Then you fill the values. Now we wait for 50 seconds. Yeah, now it's 50. It was 7.75 volt. And so on until you complete this table. Wait until 250. Let's assume now we reached 250 seconds. You need to convert it into minutes to know 250 seconds here. How is it in minutes? Then do not stop your simulation. When you reach this value, go to your other timer, start it, and quickly change your switch. Now the capacitor is discharging, and we can now complete the other table by looking at the certain time required and record the voltage. Again, if it's hard to look at the voltage quickly and take it, you can record a video or you can take screenshots to fill the values here. Of course, like if you revise the theory, you have done it on multisim also, that here the voltage will be exponentially increasing, and for the discharging the voltage will be exponentially decreasing. This will give you an idea how your values should be. After getting the values of these two tables, you need to plot the results. The voltage changing with time. You don't have to plot it manually. You can use any app, maybe Numbers, or any app that you use in math to plot curves. You enter the values of the time and the voltage, then you get your graph. For charging, it has to be exponential like that. For discharging, it's also exponential, but a decreasing one, like the ones you got on multisim.